Imagine a moonlit shore where waves crash like whispered curses, their foam curling around a figure whose beauty burns brighter than the stars, her eyes gleaming with a hunger that drowns the soul, her serpentine tail coiling in the surf. Or stand in a 2025 city, its riverside markets pulsing with an unseen presence, mirrors gleaming with her reflection, the air thick with salt, and an oppressive dread that clings to the heart. This is Mami Wata, the water spirit whose name Mother Water echoes across Africa and its diaspora. A deity of allure and terror, her gaze both a promise and a threat. Demonology seekers, brace for a chilling plunge into her aquatic realm, where serpents writhe and fortunes rise or shatter like glass. From West Africa's shimmering coasts to Caribbean altars heavy with offerings, Mami Wata weaves wealth, healing, and seduction. Her mermaid form a paradox of divine grace and deadly wrath. In some Christian and Islamic tales, she's cast as a demon, her beauty a lure to drag souls into the abyss. Her symbol mirrors, combs, snakes bind devotees to her will, their offerings swallowed by her waves. In 2025, her presence haunts Lagos shrines and New Orleans rituals, her power undimmed, her waters a mirror of desire and doom. Join us as we unravel the enigma of Mami Wata, her origins, symbols, powers, and chilling reach. This is the water demon of desire. Who is Mami Wata? Demonology explained. Comment below. What watery shadow have you sensed in your world? In 15th century West Africa, as European ships sliced through the Atlantic, a water spirit rose from the waves, her name whispered in pidgin English. Mami Wata, Mother Water. Her form a woman with a serpent's tail blended African divinity with European mermaid myths, her scales glinting like cursed gold under the moon. A fisherman's tale from 12th century Nigeria speaks of her rising from the sea, her voice a melody that stole his will, his boat untouched by waves, his nets heavy with fish, but his soul bound to her forever, his dreams haunted by her burning gaze. In 17th century Benin, a priestess's shrine, draped in red and white cloth, glowed with her presence, only to flood in a sudden storm, its mirrors shattered, the air thick with salt and dread, the ground trembling as if the earth feared her wrath. Across the ocean, her spirit traveled with the enslaved, her name whispered in Caribbean rites, her serpents coiling in voodoo altars. A 19th century tale tells of a snake charmer's image, her arms wreathed in serpents, shaping Mami Wata's iconography, her beauty a lure that drowned men's hopes. The Vishnu Purana echoes her with Rakshasa queens, their seductive hunger mirroring her duality, their claws tearing the disloyal. In 2025, her shadow falls across cities. Lagos markets hum with her altars, their mirrors reflecting eyes that watch from the void. New Orleans voodoo ceremonies pulse with her rhythm, devotees swaying under her spell. A 2024 Sao Paulo tale whispers of a riverside statue, half woman, half fish, its base scarred with claw-like marks, its worshippers vanished into the night. Mami Wata's realm is desire and danger, her waters a mirror of the soul's depths, her gaze a chain that binds across centuries. Today, we dive into 6 realms, her origins in ancient waters, her depictions and symbols of beauty and terror, her powers of fortune and ruin, her cultural roles across Africa and beyond, her demonization by fearful faiths, and her modern manifestations haunting 2025. Which tale of Mami Wata chills you most? Let's sink into her abyss. Origins of Mami Wata, ancient waters, modern myths. Mami Wata's origins ripple through time, born from Africa's ancient waters and reshaped by global tides. Among Nigeria's Igbo, Efik, and Ibibio, she emerged as Mother Water, her name tied to ancient terms for the sea's grandmother, her essence pulsing with divine power. In Mesopotamian myths, ocean deities birthed life, their chaotic waters akin to the Enuma Elish's Tiamat, her monstrous brood a shadow of Mami Wata's volatile wrath, her altars stained with ash and blood. A 7th century BCE Babylonian tale tells of a priest invoking a water deity, his altar swept away by waves that roared like tormented souls, the stones scarred with claw-like marks, the air thick with sulphur's stench, the ground trembling with dread. By the 15th century, Euro-African trade along West Africa's coast shaped her image, blending African spirits with European mermaid carvings. Her form a woman with a fish's tail, her eyes burning with divine fury that seared the soul. A 12th century Nigerian tale recounts a river spirit, half woman, half serpent, granting a village wealth but flooding their fields when they betrayed her trust, the waters choking their crops, the air heavy with salt and despair. In 17th century Togo, a priestess's trance, adorned with serpent beads, summoned Mami Wata, her shrine glowing with red and white light, the earth shaking as her followers vanished into the sea, their screams swallowed by waves that hissed with her wrath. By the 19th century, a snake charmer's image, her arms wreathed in serpents, spread her iconography, her beauty a trap that bound men's souls. In 2025, her origins linger in whispered rites. Accra's coastal altars gleam with mirrors and combs, their reflections pulsing with her gaze. Haiti's Vodou shrines echo her serpentine power, their candles flickering as if stirred by her breath. Her roots, from ancient Mesopotamia to colonial trade, weave a tapestry of desire and dread, her waters binding souls across millennia, her wrath a tide that never recedes. Depictions and symbols, beauty and terror. Mami Wata's form is a paradox, her beauty a lure that drowns the soul, her terror a tide that consumes all hope. She emerges as a mermaid human from the waist up, her lower half a fish or serpent's tail, her long hair flowing like black waves that swallow the moonlight, her eyes hypnotizing with a predatory glow that pierces the heart, leaving a chill that lingers like a curse. In Nigeria, her image is painted with a serpent coiled around her torso, its head resting between her breasts, a symbol of divination and power, its scales glinting like cursed gold under a blood-red sky, each shimmer a warning of her dominion. Her colors red for blood and raw power, white for spirituality and ethereal beauty adorn her devotees' robes, their shrines glowing with an otherworldly light, the air thick with salt, and an eerie calm that stifles breath, as if the sea itself holds its silence in her presence. Her sacred tools, mirrors and combs, reflect her vanity and self-awareness, their surfaces trapping souls who dare meet her gaze, their reflections rippling like portals to her watery abyss. A 16th century Benin tale tells of a fisherman finding her comb on a desolate shore, its pearls gleaming like eyes in the dark, his dreams haunted by her voice, a melody that wove desire and dread, demanding its return. His village, cursed with drought when he hesitated, withered under skies that wept no rain, the ground cracked like shattered bones until he cast the comb back into the waves, the sea hissing with her approval, its foam curling like serpents around his feet. In 18th century Ghana, a shrine draped in red and white cloth, strewn with pearls that glowed like cursed stars, burned under her presence, the ground scarred with serpent tracks that seemed to writhe under moonlight, the air heavy with dread that choked the breath, as if her gaze pressed against the soul. The Enuma Elish's Tiamat, with her monstrous form born of chaos, echoes Mami Wata's serpentine terror, her primal wrath a mirror of Mami Wata's dual nature, her waters both life and destruction. In 2025, her image persists across the globe, undimmed by time. A Sao Paulo statue, half woman, half fish, stands sentinel by a river, its base encrusted with mirrors that glow under starless skies, their reflections casting shadows that twist like serpents, chilling passers-by who feel her gaze burning through the night, the air thick with an unspoken warning. In Togo, masks carved with her gap-toothed smile and serpent coils pulse with an energy that hums in the bones, their wearers trembling as if touched by her spirit, their steps faltering under the weight of her presence, the mask's eyes seeming to follow the crowd. Her symbol snakes, mirrors, pearls bind her to devotees across Haiti, Brazil, and Nigeria, her form shifting from human to aquatic, her beauty a trap that lures the unwary into her depths, her serpents a warning that coils around the heart. In Haiti, her image adorns Vodou altars, the mirrors reflecting her face, their surfaces rippling as if stirred by her breath. In Brazil, her likeness merges with sea goddesses, her red-white robes flowing in festival processions, the pearls at her shrines glinting with her power. In Nigeria, her serpent-wreathed form haunts riverside paintings, their colors pulsing with her wrath, the air heavy with salt and silence. Mami Wata's gaze is a chain, her image a curse etched in water and blood, her presence a tide that sweeps the soul into her abyss, her symbols a reminder. To see her is to be bound, to defy her is to drown. Demonology fans, which symbol chills you monster mirrors that trap or her serpents that bind? Mami Wata's terror endures, her beauty a tide that never recedes. Powers and duality, fortune and ruin. Mami Wata's powers are a tempest, granting wealth, fertility, and healing, yet drowning the disloyal in a tide of ruin that consumes the soul. Her touch fills coffers with gold. Her glance cures ailments as if weaving life from shadow. Her saliva seals wounds like a divine balm that hums with unearthly power. Yet, her gifts demand unwavering loyalty. Her wrath a storm that shatters those who betray her trust, their screams swallowed by waves that roar with her fury. A 15th century Nigerian tale tells of a merchant enriched by her grace, his home overflowing with rich as gold and pearls piling high only to drown in a sudden flood when he spurned her altar. The waters rising like a vengeful tide, his screams echoing in a void thick with salt and despair, the air heavy with her scorn, the ground trembling as if the earth wept for his betrayal. Her command over water summons storms that shatter shores, waves crashing like curses against stone, or calm seas to mirror glass, their stillness a trap reflecting her hypnotic gaze. In 17th century Cameroon, a water spirit, half woman, half fish, flooded a village for disrespecting her shrine, its fields choked with salt that burned the earth, its people plagued by visions of her burning eyes watching from the depths, their dreams haunted by serpents coiling through the dark, their hope drowned in her unrelenting wrath. Her seduction, a melody woven with desire and dread, lures men to her underwater realm. Their bodies return dry, but their souls bound to her forever, their minds chained to her will. A 19th century Nigerian fisherman's tale describes her song pulling him beneath the waves, its notes wrapping around his heart like a serpent, his life enriched with endless fish but his freedom lost, his eyes never leaving the sea, their depths reflecting her face under starless skies. The Vishnu Purana's Rakshasa queens mirror her duality, granting boons to the faithful with a touch that sparks life, yet cursing the disloyal with ruin, their claws tearing hope from the heart like Mami Wata's waves. Her power is a paradox, blessing and curse, beauty and danger, making her a deity to fear, her waters a mirror of desire and doom. In 2025, her influence haunts modern shores, her presence pulsing through cities. In New Orleans, Vodou rites see devotees trance dancing under her gaze, their wealth rising as if drawn from her depths, their homes filled with gold, yet betrayal brings illness that defies medicine, their bodies marked with serpent-like scars that pulse with her wrath, the air thick with salt, and an eerie silence that chills the soul. In Accra, 2024 tales whisper of market traders gaining sudden riches from her altars, their stalls overflowing with goods, only to vanish when their offerings falter, their booths scarred with claw marks that seem to writhe under moonlight, the air heavy with her vengeance, the ground trembling as if stirred by her presence. Her serpents coil around the heart, her gaze a chain that binds the soul, her waters a tempest that sweeps the faithful and the foolish alike. Mami Wata's duality is her terror, her blessings a lure that masks her danger, her wrath a tide that drowns the disloyal, her power a mirror reflecting the soul's deepest desires and darkest fears. Demonology fans, which of Mami Wata's powers chills you most? Gifts of wealth, or her storms of ruin? Her waters never still, her serpents ever watchful, her gaze a curse that binds forever. Cultural roles, goddess and guardian. Mami Wata reigns as a goddess across African and diasporic cultures, her spirit woven into Vodun, Ifa, and Winti, her shrines a haven for the faithful. In Nigeria, priestesses lead her worship, their altars adorned with mirrors and red-white cloth, offering wealth, fertility, and protection to those who honor her. A 16th century tale speaks of an Efik priestess summoning her in a trance dance, the earth shaking as her shrine glowed, her followers enriched with fish and gold, their lives bound to her will. In Haiti, her sister spirit, a mermaid with flowing hair, guides the souls of the drowned, her songs calming restless spirits, her altars pulsing with candlelight that flickers as if stirred by her breath. The Enuma Elish's Tiamat, a creator whose waters birth life, parallels Mami Wata's role, her wrath drowning the unworthy. In 18th century Benin, a Vodou chief's coronation honored her, his shrine glowing with red-white light, the air thick with salt, the ground trembling with her presence, his people blessed with prosperity but warned of her vengeance. In 2025, her role endures. Togo's priestesses trance with serpent beads, their altars humming with her energy, their pearls glowing under moonlight. Brazil's festivals honor a sea goddess akin to her, devotees casting offerings into waves that whisper her name. Her worship empowers women, her shrines a refuge for the marginalized, their prayers answered with wealth or cursed with ruin. Yet, her Danger Lingasa Sudanese tale speaks of a ship-destroying spirit, her waves shattering vessels, her gaze chilling survivors. Mami Wata's role as goddess and guardian binds communities, her waters a source of life and terror, her serpents a promise and a threat, her altars a chain linking the faithful to her will. Demonization, from deity to devil. Mami Wata's divinity faces demonization in some Christian and Islamic communities. Her beauty cast as a satanic lure, her powers a path to sin. In 20th century Ghana, tales painted her as a seductress, her light skin and flowing hair a trap for souls, her shrines cursed with misfortune. A 1960s Liberian story describes her as a demon causing madness, her altars blamed for drought, the air thick with dread, the ground scarred with serpent tracks. The Goetia's demon princes, with their seductive malice, echo this vilification, their sigils binding souls like hers. A 19th century Nigerian tale tells of a village shunning her altar, its wells drying, its people plagued by nightmares of her burning eyes, their crops wilting under starless skies. In 2024, Lagos tales whisper of her sigils linked to vanishings, her mirrors blamed for misfortune. Yet her devotees see her as a healer, her waters cleansing the soul. In Haiti, Vodou practitioners blend her with saints, defying her demonization, their altars glowing with her light, their songs drowning out accusations. In 2025, her vilification persists in Ghana's churches, where sermons cast her as a devil, yet her shrines thrive, their mirrors reflecting her unyielding gaze, their red-white cloth pulsing with her power. Mami Wata's demonization reveals fear of her duality, her waters a battleground of faith and dread, her serpents a challenge to those who defy her, her wrath a tide that sweeps the disbeliever into the abyss. Modern manifestations, 2025's watery whispers. In 2025, Mami Wata's presence haunts global shores, her waters pulsing with desire and dread. In Lagos, a 2024 market altar glows with red-white cloth, its mirrors reflecting eyes that watch from the void, traders vanishing when offerings falter, their stalls scarred with claw-like marks, the air heavy with salt and despair. In New Orleans, Vodou rites pulse with her rhythm, devotees swaying in trance, their wealth rising under her gaze. But betrayal brings illness, their bodies marked with serpent-like scars. A 2024 Sao Paulo tale speaks of a riverside statue, half woman, half fish, its base glowing with mirrors, its worshippers vanished, the ground trembling as if stirred by her wrath. In Accra, 2025 coastal shrines hum with her energy, priestesses trancing under moonlight, their pearls glowing like cursed stars, their chants echoing her name. In Haiti, altars to a mermaid spirit, calm, drowned souls, her songs haunting 2025 rituals, the candles flickering as if touched by her breath. A 2024 Togo tale speaks of a mask carved with her serpentine smile, its wearer vanishing into the sea, the waves hissing with her approval. Her influence touches Arta 2025 exhibit in Los Angeles displays her masks, their serpent carvings chilling viewers, their eyes seeming to follow. From Benin's voodoo chiefs to Brazil's sea goddess festivals, Mami Wata's waters sweep 2025, her sigils binding devotees, her wrath drowning the disloyal, her beauty, allure, none escape, her serpents coiling through the heart of the modern world. Who is Mami Wata, the water demon of desire? From Nigeria's ancient shores to Haiti's glowing altars, she reigns as Mother Water, her mermaid form weaving wealth and ruin, her mirrors reflecting souls bound to her will. Her powers are a tempest of fortune and dread pulse through 2025. From Lagos markets to Sao Paulo statues, her serpents a chain linking past to present. The Goetia's demon princes echo her seductive terror, yet her waters are uniquely hers, a mirror of desire and doom. Demonology fans, which aspect of Mami Wata chills you, her alluring beauty or her vengeful wrath? Comment below, subscribe, and beware, her gazer waters never sleep, her serpents ever watchful, her waves poised to claim the soul.